Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So let's talk about TPR. Some teachers think TPR is just the teacher using their body language. So we really wanted to talk about that today. Does anyone want to give kind of a definition of that today?
TPR was created by an American psychologist, James Asher. It's based on the experience of how students learn or how humans learn their first language. You see, when children learn their mother tongue and their parents and caregivers, they're physically involving them in imparting language with them with their bodies. That's the physical part. They demonstrate and then instruct, and the child responds in kind. So what people say and the history behind is that TPR is from language development, developing by small children watching you and doing it. If you're new, my best advice is definitely take workshops, watch YouTube videos. I have helpful videos on my channel. I just made one this last week about TPR. It is really powerful.
I love acting things out, and I think that's why I like a lot of the little kids are drawn to me. And then when I get to be with the older high school, junior high students, I'm not cool, but I think that they like that because I think it's more relatable in the classroom. At that point, if they have that comprehension, then some of the TPR isn't as necessary if they've already grasped the language concept. Because for me, when I was learning, TPR is more for the language acquisition process. The parents book you because you look like you're so much fun. But if I sense that, wow, I might be a little bit too fun or too loud or too outgoing for a child, I have to tone it down a little bit, bring it down. And then if I go in a little bit at a time, then they start coming in like, okay, teacher. Yeah. So there's definitely a learning curve on it.
Okay, so let's play a TPR game. I'll start and I'll say a TPR word. I'll show you my TPR and then Cynthia and then Casey, and we'll all TPR it. Are you ready? What's your TPR for run? Here's mine.
How about eat? Eat! Oh, Mary, I'm so happy you're here to eat. It's nice to see you.
My hands are on the side, so they're always on the side.
I have a bowl or a plate, and I just shove the food in.
Great. Swimming.
Oh yeah.
I'm like this.
Normally I don't have a green screen, so you can see my shirt.
I got one for you that's harder. Should. How do you TPR should?
That'd be should.
I don't know. Should?
Question.
I usually do TPR with combinations. So like I teach them like, should I walk to school? Should I run in the classroom? Should not. So I teach them should and should not to teach the difference. So should I walk to the school? Yes. Should I run in the classroom? No. So I teach the opposite. That's how I get them to understand. And really, a lot of people are asking, like, why are people rebooking your class? Why are they coming back to you? It's when you have all those elements together perfected that really, like, a parent sees you in a class and they're like, bing, that's a good one. We're coming back for more. So it's all about those skills you have to get down. TPR is one of them. Feedback is one of them. Props usage is one of them. Extension. So like this is one of the basics that you got to get down to be successful in the online teaching classroom, and not just ESL. So like, let's say you're an online preschool teacher. If you are the online preschool teacher that talks like this to your students, let's go, here we go, but like, let's go, here we go. We are the size of toast. So think of looking at toast, being engaged by toast. We are not very interesting because we are super tiny size. I'm a big girl. So when you're in my class, like it's loud and noisy. I'm Puerto Rican. Like I'm playing in pots and pans and singing and dancing. Like it's totally different being with me in my room. But on the internet, I've got to play that up in my online classroom.
I definitely think kids learn by doing, seeing, and hearing. You know, all these kids are so different that they need, you know, all the different ways to learn. They need all of those strategies. So I will say it, I will read it, I will show it, I will act it out.
I have students that don't want to do the TPR with me, but if you grab a toy, get the toy to do it, it's just as much fun for them. So whether they have a doll or a stuffed animal and you get them to run, like as long as they're finding a way to do it physically as well. And some kids just won't do it at all. But I do find that sometimes bringing in a prop that they can use helps them act it out And that's the whole point, right? But they're having a physical way of doing it too.
If I'm asking a question, I'll often, what do you think? Or how, to really get my body to show them that that's and my inflectional tone of my voice, that's a question too. So it's all about, it's like it's hands, body, it's everything. It's your whole body physical responding and helping the student. So like if we're reading k and at, where we're reading in level 2, the initial sound and the blend sound that we read, I TPR with my hands. So I say k, at, and then my hands like this, cat, and I like do a little whoop out in the air. So that's really effective. I do make the little small ones do it with me. So I train them in the very beginning of level 2 classes to do it with me. By the end of level 2, they don't need it anymore because they got the reading down, but it really helps them to see and break apart the 2 separate sounds and then blend together.
Thank you all for coming so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.